heard Turkey Ali Sheik say that he sent you an offer, possibly faced Crawford for coming up to you. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offers. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then we'll see.
How's Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah. He's playing weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No.
I think Crawford could beat Canelo Alvarez.
I think he's too small. But then again, I thought he was too small for Spence. So, Lord, shows what I know. So, I don't know. I think that's a lot of weight class jumping. We'll see. It's a good talking point. I don't know that would really happen. Or, I mean, listen, we've seen some strange things in boxing. Don't get me wrong, especially in the recent years. So I don't say never, but I don't know how seriously that's going to be taken. But I think when you're at a level, when you come off a big win like Crawford just did, anything you say reverberates through the...
When discussing a potential showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, the debate sparks intense opinions. However, many argue that Canelo holds the upper hand in this matchup. As a 4-division world champion and the undisputed super middleweight champion, Canelo brings a unique combination of power, experience, and elite-level competition that could overwhelm Crawford. While Crawford has proven his dominance at welterweight, stepping up to face a physically imposing and seasoned fighter like Canelo at 168 pounds might present significant challenges. Canelo's explosive punching power, relentless pressure, and superior experience in higher weight classes could prove too much for Crawford to handle. Here's a closer look at why Alvarez might dominate this fight.
Not official, but it may be a done deal. Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Early thoughts? What do you think?
Yeah, look, the first thought is, can he handle the weight jump? Can he handle the weight jump? He being Crawford. Against Matvedorf, people are going to say, oh, he had some hiccups. Who don't have hiccups? When you eat something that's a little difficult to eat, and Matvedorf was a little difficult to eat, he's not easy to digest. He's a good fighter. When you really, Sam, when you eat something that's a little tough to digest, you get hiccups, right? So come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, oh, Teddy, you make him so good. You're always saying how great Crawford is, but who's he beat? He unified the, what was his first division? Lightweight, then he unified the junior, then he unified the junior welter, then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right. It doesn't matter.
The much-anticipated fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is set for September 2025, coinciding with Mexican Independence Day weekend. Canelo will defend his WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles against Crawford, who is making a bold move up from welterweight to 168 pounds. Known for his versatility and skill, Crawford faces a significant challenge as he steps up to face Canelo, the undisputed champion. This clash is shaping up to be one of the biggest boxing events of the year, with both fighters competing for supremacy in the super middleweight division.
He went on the rant. Teddy Atlas.
What's that mean?
He said you're the most overrated Mexican champion in history. He said that Salvador Sanchez.
Más popular, pero sin causa.
Fucking crazy, that guy. and you think he knows boxing? Fuck.
Canelo Alvarez's advantages in a fight with Terence Crawford extend far beyond his raw power. The Mexican superstar has spent years refining his skills against some of the most dangerous fighters across multiple weight classes. From Gennady Golovkin to Sergey Kovalev, Canelo has shown a remarkable ability to adapt to various fighting styles. Coupled with his iron chin, this makes him a nightmare for anyone stepping into the ring with him, particularly someone like Crawford, who is moving up in weight.
When Terence Crawford said that he moved up and won, and Canelo moved up and lost,
they talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won.
I don't think that was a strong point. because Canelo Alvarez actually moved up and won. I mean, he moved up a lot of weight classes, but if you want to talk about light heavyweight, he moved up and he beat Kobe. Then he moved up again and he lost the belt. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, he moved up to 154. He won 115, 113, but it was against an 11-0 Madrimov who didn't really have much of a presence, right? But yeah, there's a difference, to be real. I mean, Bivol is a Hall of Fame. Okay, this guy, you know, all-time light heavyweight. It's a bit different. Canelo did knock out Kovalev, but he did. And Kovalev is a bigger challenge at light heavyweight than Malcolm at 154. Let's just keep it.
Canelo's success at super middleweight highlights his comfort and dominance at 168 pounds. His physical strength, precise body shots, and ability to cut off the ring make it incredibly difficult for smaller, faster fighters to execute their game plans. While Crawford's speed and technical brilliance are impressive, they might not be enough to overcome the size disparity. Fighting at a weight where Alvarez is naturally stronger could result in Crawford's punches lacking the impact needed to keep Canelo at bay.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, he's been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
When he fought Canelo, and he was like standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight, when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs, and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Moreover, Canelo's extensive experience in high-stakes bouts gives him a significant mental edge. He's used to the pressure of massive fights, pay-per-view main events, and facing opponents with a variety of styles, from slick boxers to heavy hitters. While Crawford remains undefeated, he has yet to face anyone with the combination of skills, power, and ring IQ that Canelo brings to the table. Stepping up 2 weight classes to challenge a fighter of Alvarez's caliber could expose vulnerabilities Crawford has never had to deal with before.
Es esta, fíjate. Pam, 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 pam. Hun, hun, hun. Eso.
While Crawford's dominance at welterweight is undeniable, with his recent dismantling of Errol Spence Jr. solidifying his legacy at 147 pounds, moving up to face a natural super middleweight like Canelo presents an entirely different challenge. Alvarez has been trading punches with fighters who naturally carry more power and durability, and he has proven time and again that he excels in these high-pressure environments. The gap in experience, size, and strength could ultimately be the deciding factors in this fight. Canelo's ability to wear down opponents with calculated aggression and his devastating bodywork could spell disaster for Crawford, who has never faced such a physically demanding challenge.
Go crazy with Canelo. Oh, he's too big. Good night for Crawford. He's going to bed. All that stuff. Not so fast. Not so fast. Don't forget that the other guy is bringing something to the party too. And he's bringing the things that hopefully I just described to you guys in the best way I can. When it gets closer, we'll get more thorough with it. But right now, I think you know where I'm leaning. And I'll make it even clearer. where I'm leaving. So there isn't a lot of suspense. I ain't going against Crawford, okay? I do think he's that special guy. I think Canelo's special too, but I think Crawford's special in a little bit, even more so. Even more so. He hasn't learned how to lose yet. I think he does have those special ingredients that go beyond the physical genetics, the physical DNA. So that's it, okay? Good. You don't like it? Too bad.
I think that was a fair breakdown. I mean, listen, those ingredients you're touching on with the smaller man are the same ingredients you saw in Usyk. Abilities and ways to find a way to win.
I'd like to know what the weight's at in this fight, but has that been figured out yet? Probably not, because
No.
that to me is a variable there.
Teddy Atlas considers the challenges Canelo might face in trying to make 160 pounds, which would be an ideal weight for Crawford to compete at. He points out that Canelo would likely be unwilling to drop to 160 pounds, especially at this stage in his career. Instead, Atlas speculates that the fight could potentially take place at a catch weight, such as 164 pounds. However, he believes Canelo would be reluctant to agree to such terms, given his dominance in the 168 pounds weight class. The issue of weight is central to Atlas's argument, as it could impact the fighter's ability to execute their strategies and maximize their strengths. Atlas also discusses Crawford's versatility and how it might give him an advantage against Canelo, despite the size difference.
Hey, how's it going? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, powered by Stage Front.
When analyzing a potential fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, the most striking factor is the weight disparity. Canelo has been comfortably competing at 168 pounds, dominating fighters who are naturally bigger and stronger. On the other hand, Crawford has spent the majority of his career at lightweight, junior welterweight, and welterweight. While Crawford is undeniably skilled and powerful for his size, moving up to face a seasoned super middleweight champion like Canelo would require him to overcome a significant physical disadvantage. This could severely limit his ability to execute his usual game plan. World champion Demetrius Andrade believes that while Crawford is an exceptional fighter, Canelo's size and experience in higher weight classes give him the edge. Andrade predicts that Crawford may struggle with Canelo's power and agility. One of the major challenges for Crawford would be moving up 2 weight classes to face Canelo. Crawford's most recent move was to 154 pounds, where he secured a decision victory over Israel Madrimov. However, making the jump to super middleweight would mean facing significantly larger and stronger opponents, which could pose a serious obstacle. Canelo is renowned for his devastating power, especially at 168 pounds, having finished opponents like Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders with crushing body shots and well-timed power punches. Crawford, who has never fought above 147 pounds, may struggle to absorb the kind of damage Canelo delivers. Alvarez's relentless body attack would drain Crawford's energy and could effectively neutralize his speed advantage. Crawford is widely regarded as one of the most skilled fighters of this generation. His ability to switch stances seamlessly, his pinpoint accuracy, and his ring generalship have enabled him to dominate in every weight class he's fought in. His dismantling of Errol Spence Jr. was a masterclass in timing, precision, and adaptability. However, stepping up to face Canelo would present challenges Crawford has never encountered before. Crawford's speed and timing are his greatest assets, but facing a physically bigger and stronger opponent like Canelo could force him to fight more cautiously. Crawford has never faced someone who can apply pressure with such power while also being defensively responsible. The added weight might also slow him down, reducing the effectiveness of his trademark sharp counters. Canelo is one of the best body punchers in the sport, systematically breaking down opponents by targeting their midsection and leaving them vulnerable as the fight goes on. Crawford, who has never faced someone with Canelo's level of body attack, might struggle to maintain his movement and sharpness over the course of 12 rounds. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Canelo vs. Crawford fight? Do you think Crawford can make a successful jump to super middleweight, or will Canelo prove too dominant? Share your predictions and opinions in the comments below.